Hello, I'm Brian Totri, Director of Financial Planning at St. John & Associates. When thinking of working with a financial planner, I think there's a couple of key points to bear in mind. A certified financial planner, CFP, has the highest degree of training in the science of personal financial planning, so I'd certainly start there. The other group I'd be concerned about, or the other issue I think I'd keep in mind, would be working with a CFP from the National Association of Professional Financial Advisors, NAPFA. Planners who are members of NAPFA are subject to a fiduciary standard, the highest standard in our industry. They disclose all their fees. There's a lot of transparency in how they're paid. And they don't take commissions. They don't hold any sales licenses, so there's no conflict there. I think you can get your most objective advice from someone that meets those two criteria. A financial plan in its simplest form has two key components. Your personal financial resources, that would be your investment assets, savings, 401k plan at work, IRAs, and then the claims against those personal financial resources. The claims against those would typically be your financial goals. So in a financial plan, we're going to identify your resources, then we're going to layer on top of that your financial goals and see if the resources are sufficient to fund those financial goals. If initially there's a problem, or we just find that the goals exceed the ability of the resources to pay for them, we'll work through your plan to get you a high confidence level that we have an objective, good outcome. We are a fee-only model. So our fees come from the earnings on your portfolio. We charge it against the earnings on your portfolio. We don't charge any commissions. There are no sales of any products in our particular business model. And we think that puts the advisor on the same side of the table as the client, and you'll get objective advice that way. I think it's the way to think about compensation, also the transparency on how the compensation is paid. Those would be some key points I'd be thinking about in looking for a financial advisor. The cost of a financial plan varies generally according to how complex a particular client's situation might be. Usually the best first step would be to meet with us. There's no cost for a consultation, so we can get our heads wrapped around just what it is you have in your particular financial life and see if we're a good fit for you. I'd be happy to forward you a personal financial plan, a copy of one, so you can see just what it is we'll be working on together. Just contact us by email. We'd be happy to upload that to you and you can look at it at your leisure. It's not uncommon initially for a financial plan that we're working on for the first time with a new client to have poor results. That's expected because we ask a new client in particular to really dream. We don't want to constrain the various things we consider in that initial financial plan. So poor results initially is not necessarily a problem. We'll work with you to bring that plan up to a high level of confidence that it'll have a successful outcome. The next step would be to consider meeting with us in a friendly setting with no sales pressure. I don't like sales pressure, and we certainly aren't going to subject anyone who comes to see us to that. Our contact information can be found on our website, and I look forward to meeting you.